Hey guys, I've been working all day on these Subaru 2017 Subaru Legacy, and let me tell you something, there's some really bad videos out there on YouTube. First of all, I was told, or I watched a few videos that says that the ACM, or the Airbag Control Module, was actually under the dash console, and they said it was good for all Subarus. Not true. Not true at all. I tore apart my entire freaking console, dash, and everything, pulled the center console out, got down there to it, and I'm just sitting there going, there's no airbag control module there. So what I had to do is I had to go back to Subaru's documentation itself, and I looked to see where it was, and it says, oh, it's right there at the back side of the control, or the console. So I had torn apart, from the center console forward, underneath the stereo, and all that fun stuff, and couldn't find it. Well, guess what? It's all the way in the back, between the two seats, underneath the console. So, just to be clear, not all videos are correct and 100% accurate. Take them with a grain of salt. And, anyway, so moving on. This is about the builds I've done today, or the work I've done on the build today, and some status reports. So moving forward, you can see what I've been doing, and you can see where I'm at currently. Real quick update. Car's coming back together. I got the bumper on. I got this fender kind of straightened out. It was caved in completely. Surprisingly enough, I've actually got a decent line here on this. I got it reshaped, more or less. It's not perfect, and this is just temporary until I get another fender. But I just wanted to see what I could do on getting it back into shape and get it remolded. There's got to be some tamp down right here, but this was actually caved in. This was over here was completely caved in. Someone kept opening the door and tackled it down, so it's pretty close to being back into shape. Could I fix it completely? Probably, but the new fender would probably be much faster than just paint it, because the new hood's supposed to be here tomorrow. So this should start coming together really quickly. I went ahead and I pulled the, see how it opens up nicely and no issues. That's the new airbag. Hasn't gone in yet. I gotta do some tweaking with the clock spring. The clock spring that they sent was broken, so I'm taking the tabs off the clock spring, the broken clock spring, and gonna put it on the new one to actually join it to the airbag. Okay, so this seat belt was completely locked out. Now works. Okay, haven't tested this part yet. Looks a little stiff. I'm gonna have to work with that. Anyway, it's coming out now, and it retracts. Supposedly. It actually does. I was playing with it before I put it in, so we got that put in. Now I got to do some adjustments on that. So it's coming together. I ran the car up. It's got many faults. A lot of it's due to airbags, DTCs, eyesight, things like that. Once I get this front end back together, I believe that I have a radar up front right here that is connected somewhere. Oh, and I have the part number for that. I gotta figure out what the mount is. We've got the radiator in, new radiator, AC works, Core support. This is in here. This is the old one. A little bit of cracking, but it's going to do the job for right now. As far as putting the bumper cover on, bumper's completely back on again, and everything else. Did figure out that they sent me the wrong tire size. It was a 55 instead of a 50. I need to find out if I screwed up or if they screwed up. So yeah, that's it for right now. See you guys. So that was last night. I went ahead and took everything off the ramps and everything like that. I still have a few things to actually put back up on there, but it made it a little bit easier to work on getting the ACM out of the car and working on, you know, stuff that was interior. So the next morning I went ahead and took everything off the ramps and I started working on everything else. So you'll see what I started working on and what I have done throughout the day today. The hood finally came into for the Subaru. It took about 3 weeks. Mayor's handed it off in a couple days to their local transport, and it sat there for 2 weeks in theirs, like less than 100 miles away. So I kept having to message the dealer back and forth, and it just kept going on and on and on. Well, needless to say, 3 weeks after I ordered it, it finally showed up. Just sucks to have to wait for something that's only 100 miles away for 2 weeks. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it, take some looks at it, and then see what's going on inside. Hopefully there's no damage. It looks to have been really well packed. They actually protected the edges really well, which is awesome. They used pool noodles, sliced them up sideways, and then also bubble wrapped them on the edges, which is awesome because the last hood that I got was bent on the edges and not so good. Everything looks good. This hinge up front. Let's see. I know there was a little bit of damage up here, but I don't know if it's right here or not. So we'll take a look once we get it unwrapped even further and see what it's like. Okay. I went ahead and installed the hood. It's got a couple of decent dents to it. This one right here, I pulled most of it out. That one right there is going to have to be pulled out. And then there's a couple of little really small ones. And there's just like two. It's marked up pretty good, but for the most part, I don't really see how those would be an issue. I have to get some goof off, pull that tape residue off, get it off there, and then I have a trip to go on, and probably not going to paint before it's inspected. It doesn't have to be painted before it's inspected. So the bumper cover may not get painted until after the trip. So anyway, this is it for right now. It's installed. The wings are definitely lower, the fenders on both sides, so this could be a hinge issue, and we're going to go ahead and try to adjust that, and if not, then we'll order some new hinges up. So anyway, this is it for now. Just one step closer, getting all the pieces together. We got the reinforcements in there, everything like that. Now we're just waiting on the grill. This is going to have to come out a bit. We're going to get the heat gun out there on that. Just taking like little bits here at a time, doing 20-minute increments, things like that. So it's a little bit too hot to be working out here full time, or maybe I'm just a wuss, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it right now. It's coming together. Yeah, before you know it, this will all be together. I did have to send off the ACM today. I had to pay overnight to and overnight from. It was almost $300. It was like $296 just for shipping alone. And then they're supposed to reprogram it and have it turned around in 24 hours. I made sure that let them know how important it was to get this thing. The inspection's on Monday, so all this has to be together and back in working order. I need to put the center center column back into place. I went ahead and tore that out. Somebody on, actually a couple people on Facebook or YouTube showed that the ACM was underneath the dash. It's not. It's under the center console in the back. It's just, which is bad. I don't know why people would give that kind of advice. And that's the reason why YouTube is not always the best source. I went ahead and actually went to online and got the configuration of where the parts go. And it showed me exactly where it was, which was in the back. So sometimes it's better to go to the source than look at, you know, what other people are doing, because oftentimes they're doing it on other cars and they think it actually relates to all cars, and it doesn't. So take that with a grain of salt. Do with it what you will. All right, so starting to mock it up. I got the bumper cover out today and started heating it up a little bit and getting it back into formation. I just went ahead and put it on the front to stretch it out a little bit, and then I will start putting pieces back together on it. I did get the airbag bag wires reconnected and set those things up. There's no guarantee that the clock spring is still good. When airbag bags blow, there's a tendency for the clock spring not to be good also. But we're rolling the dice on that one, since the clock spring that I ordered wasn't any good and it was cracked and broken. So they said go ahead and keep it. So I kept it and cut the wires off of it, because the wires on the original were actually melted to the airbag that blew. So I went ahead and took those wires off and connected them in here, and then heat shrinked them and the whole, or soldered them and heat shrinked them up, and the whole works, you know. So those are good to go. They should be sitting there. Again, the airbag control system, or airbag control module, was sent in today. Cost me $300 to fast ship there and back again. Cost me $56 for the service. It's getting a little crazy. Also, I found out that the tire that I ordered was a 55 and not a 50. And if anybody knows anything about Subarus, you have to have the exact same size. The tread dimensions are the same. So I went ahead and ordered another one. Tread dimensions should be really close. I think these have about 8/32 left on them, and the one I ordered had like roughly 7/32, 7.5. So hopefully that's good enough. Yeah, so I put the console back together. That was torn apart because some bad videos saying that the airbag control module was underneath the dash, which is not on the 2017 Legacies, and that should be food for knowledge. And you know, I want to go ahead and post it and publish it as that, because the airbag is not under the center console, and nobody else had 2017s to show. So that was that. So anyway, we're gonna get to it early in the morning again. The light should be in tomorrow, so we're going to go ahead and hook up both lights tomorrow. The grill should be also in tomorrow, and so we'll hook up the grill. We did get the active grill in today. That's just sitting there. It's not actually there. I got to figure out actually where that goes, because that isn't out there. The bottom pieces should be in tomorrow also. So a lot of pieces should be in tomorrow. I have not ordered the fog lights yet, and they're not necessary for the Washington State Patrol inspection. So anyway, that's it. It's just coming together one piece at a time. So that's it for the day. Tomorrow, hopefully I get a lot more done. There's a lot more things coming in, a lot of parts, everything like that, and hopefully we make more progress. That bumper cover is going to have to be molded and brought out, but the lights have to go in first, and we have to work around it, and then get everything put in. I think a lot of stuff's going to start snapping together. I've made the decision I'm not going to paint until after the inspection. It's not necessary, and I also have a fender coming in, so I want to do the fender, the hood, front, bumper cover all at the same time, and I'm probably going to do the other fender as well, just because I want all the paint to match at the same time. It's a pearl, and there is a tint inside the clear coat, so evidently white eats up metallic, and so you can't put the metallic actually in the coat itself. So anyway, tomorrow is going to be a new day. We're down to 4 days, including Sunday, to get this project completed. Monday morning I have to leave bright and early to get to the Washington State Patrol office on time. So hopefully everything's back together. I mean, it's all going to kind of boil down to getting the ACM back in, and we will see if they get it turned around and back in as fast as possible. They're supposed to message me as soon as it arrives, and then when they ship it back out again. Hopefully they ship it out the same day, and that would be awesome, because from what I understand, it doesn't take very long. As a matter of fact, if you know what you're doing, you can actually reset it yourself in like 15 minutes. So anyway, that's it for tonight, and hopefully tomorrow we will get a lot more done. See ya.